After the difficult situation we faced in Copenhagen when the talks didn't really proceed as we thought they would, this situation is still existing today. But IUCN is quite confident that in Cancun and beyond that, there will be some progress. And we're starting to see a need for building confidence amongst governments, particularly around the issue of financing, provide fast-track mechanisms for supporting both adaptation and mitigation. But one of the really key things we want to see is the issue of what they call reduced emissions from deforestation and degradation plus, or REDD plus. And simply this is trying to avoid deforestation, have conservation measures in tropical countries by transfer of financial resources from the developed countries. This has a triple benefit. It not only provides for mitigation of greenhouse gases, but it also can help with adaptation towards climate change, and it can provide for local livelihoods as well as, and the most important for us, for biodiversity conservation. And the last thing we want to see out of the negotiations in the current round, obviously from our point of view, is about adaptation. This is really important. Even if we can't get the mitigation things right immediately, already we're seeing the impacts of climate change, and there's a real need for us to look at both engineering solutions to adaptation, but also nature-based solutions. How can you use ecosystems to help with climate change? And that will be our point as we go through to Cancun. I think it's unimaginable that eventually we won't get to an agreement, and because we're already seeing certain governments making their own national moves towards addressing climate change. We see industry also making moves to reduce their own emissions and to work towards adapting towards climate change. We see local communities and indigenous peoples groups also trying to do this, and in the conservation world, major efforts to try and understand the impact, how we adapt, and what role that nature can play in mitigation of climate change. I'm confident we will get a solution, perhaps not at Cancun, but I'm sure that we'll make some good progress towards that.